Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to continue doing some math. And just as usual, remember these are all of our math strategies. Your teacher already gave you a goal, so make sure that you are working on the goal that your teacher gave you, okay? Make sure you're working on whichever goal your teacher gave you. The next thing is you also know that we are in module 4 of our math unit, and the things that we're working on is using different strategies, solving word problems, decomposing numbers, finding a number that makes 10, and fluency. All right? So just a reminder, these are all the things that we're going over. For today particularly, we're going to be working on decomposing numbers, but we're also going to be working on subtraction. We're also going to be working on subtraction. Before we get started, let's go over our vocabulary words. So today we're going to be using the word minus. This is the sign we use when we're subtracting. We're going to be using the word take away. We're going to be using the word take away, and we're going to be using the word subtract. So we know that subtract means to cross it out, or take away means to cross it out. It means to get rid of some of the things that we have. All right? So let's get started. Just a reminder, I have my little friend right here, my little owl friend, that's going to be doing math with me. So that's just there just to show you that he's going to be doing math with me. Is that okay with you that we do math together? That's okay. Okay, great. All right. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to learn to show different ways to show subtraction. So I'm going to put a problem right here. Okay. So I have 8 take away 2. How can I figure out what does 8 take away 2? What's the answer for 8 take away 2? Let's think about it. So I have some toys here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 green toys. And now I need to take away 2 to find out how many I have left. So if I want to find out how many I have left after taking away 8, take away 2, I have to put 8 first because that's the number that I started with. And then I have to take away 2 to see how many I will have left. So I need to figure out what is the answer that goes here, right? I need to figure out what is the answer that goes here. So first I started out with 8. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 toys. Then I took away 2. Now I need to take away 2. Watch how I do this. 1, 2. I'm just going to take these 2 and I'm going to put them at the bottom to show that I took them away. Now, in order for me to know what answer that goes there, I need to count to see how many are left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 8 take away 2 equals 6. And I don't like to be confused, so I like to write my numbers on top to see how many I have left, okay? Another way I could do that is with my cubes. So I have some cubes, but I need to know, how many cubes do I need to start with? Oh, I need to start with 8 because 8 take away 2 is what I'm trying to show. So I'm going to count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted 8 cubes. Oopsie, let me just make sure I take that off. Now let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what do I need to do to show the takeaway 2? Yep, I'm going to take off 2 and put it to the side. And now I'm going to count to see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 8 take away 2 equals 6. One last way that I could do this is I could draw a picture. I could draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 circles because that's how many I started with. And then I'm going to cross off 2. 1, 2. And now I need to see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8 take away 2 equals 6. And I showed that with 3 different strategies. I used my objects, I used my cubes, and I drew a picture. All right? So now let's try one together. So make sure you have your whiteboard and your marker or your cubes or whatever you want to use to help you solve the problem. Erase, 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 erase. Okay, so now let me write another one. So let's pretend I have 7 objects and I took away 3. What should my answer be here? Okay, let's solve it together. Do you want to use objects first? Okay, so let's use object first. Put your objects here. How many do you start with? Yep, if you said 7, you were right. We start with 7 because that's how much we had in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what do I do? If you said take away 3, that is right. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. Now what do I need to do? Yeah, I could write the number right on top so I don't forget. 1, I could put 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 take away 3 equals what? Yep, 7 take away 3 equals 4. And I know because I had 7 to begin with, I took away 3, and then I count how many I have left. All right, now let's try this work with our cubes. So how many should I start with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm going to start with 7 because that's how much I started with. I'm going to count off 7 because that's how much I started with. That is my whole. Now what do I need to do? Oh, take off 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 is my part. So 7 take away 3 equals how much? Let's count to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Did you see how I did that with my cubes? Now let's try one more strategy using a picture. So how many circles should I start? What is my whole? Yep, the 7 is my whole, and that's how much I started with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to write the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what happened? If you said I took away 4, how can I show that I took away 4? Yep, I'm going to cross 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many do I have? Oh, yeah. Oh, oopsie, I made a mistake. Did you see what I did? Yep, it says take away 3, and I took away 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get tricked. Sometimes I see when I check your work that you guys are getting tricked. So make sure that you only took away 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you see how I fixed that up? So if you ever make a mistake, you could just fix it up. Okay, so I took away 1, 2, 3, and now that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 3 different ways that I showed 7 take away 3 equals 4. This is how I prove my answer. Okay, now I'm going to give you one to do by yourself, and then we're going to quickly self-assess. So I want you to make sure you have your marker or your paper or whatever you're doing your work on. And I want you to try this one. How about this? How about 6 take away 2? Can you show me how you could do 6 take away 2 and write your answer? I want you to try using your objects. Remember, how many should you start with? What is your whole? Then I want you to draw a picture. And then I want you, if you have your cubes, you can use your cubes. Okay, now let's get started. So how many did you start with? You should have started with 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 6. What did you do? If you said take away 2, then you took the 2 down here. You would know that you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left. My 3's over messed up. So the answer will be 4. We also know we could use our cubes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take away 2 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. I could also show with my picture. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I started with 6 because 6 is my whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I write my numbers so I don't get confused. And then how many do I take away? I take away 2. Make sure you're only taking away 2. You don't want to make a mistake. You only take away 2. And how many are left? 4. All right, boys and girls? So that's how you can show different ways to subtract. So I showed how to subtract 6, take away 2, using my objects, using my cubes, and using a picture. So I want you to get ready to do your exit ticket and think about how we subtract and what we did first. First, we put how many we have in the whole. Then we took away some either by taking them away or crossing them out. And then we count how many were left to see what my answer was. We counted how many were left to see what the answer was. Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you soon.